All right, you should be seeing my
Sure.
screen right now.
Yeah.
I am also going to give you control for the mouse because in a moment I'm going to have you log in into your LinkedIn account.
Okay.
We're going to go onto your LinkedIn account on my computer. In this way, what you'll be able to do is type it in and I won't see your password or anything. So go ahead and take control of the mouse and log in. Okay, great. Don't click on remember password so that way I won't remember it. And the lovely captchas. Wonderful, that worked. All right, I'm going to take back control of the mouse.
Okay.
So that way I'll be driving. Okay, good. So here's what the process is. Let me explain to you the process of what we're going to be doing. We log into your LinkedIn account. We are going to be
Mm-hmm.
doing a search for the parameters of what I'm looking for, which in this case are going to be CEOs locally here in San Diego. And then once we find them, if we find any people that are good potential fits, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions to see what you know about them. You know, basically, I want to make sure that I'm not going after anybody who's like a solopreneur.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people use the term CEO and president very loosely. Okay. So I want people who actually have a company that is not too large or too small for what I'm looking for.
Okay.
And then if we do find any people that actually fit the criteria, then I have the following message that I want you to review to make sure that you would be okay with sending this message to them. So can you read it on the screen?
Yep, I'm reading it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So if you're okay with that, these are two key components when you're doing that for your own,
Mm-hmm.
if you wanted to use this method with your own people.
Okay.
Number one is you need to make sure that they're totally comfortable with doing
Mm-hmm.
this. And number two is you need to have the search parameters already outlined, which I'll show you in a moment, as well as a message of introduction that you want your referral sources to use on your behalf,
Okay.
like this one. Okay, so we're gonna go into the advanced search, and we are going to only look for first degree connections. Okay, so I'm getting rid of the second degree connections and the groups. And then we'll go to the advanced people. The keywords I already have put them in. It's like I'll show you in a moment what they are. I'm looking for people who are CEOs and are current CEOs and in San Diego within a 50-mile radius for me. Okay,
Okay.
so we'll do the search and we're going to see if there's any results that you have. And sure enough, you have 41 people that actually meet all or some of the criteria. By the way, I don't know if you can see up top over here where I'm moving my
Mm-hmm.
mouse, but this is
Yes.
these are the search parameters, and I'm using a Boolean search, which
Mm-hmm.
you probably know what it is, but many people don't, which is a very complex search. But this would
Right.
work with a simple keyword search. If I just wanted to do chief executive officer, I could do it. It just would take me a few times to go through it to narrow it down. This makes it a little easier.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so then now that we have these people, why this works is because you see the LinkedIn search engine brought these people out for you.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't have thought of all of these people have asked you, hey, do you know any people who are CEOs, etc. So it starts becoming very visible, something that previously was invisible to you.
Right.
All right, so I know Soleil, and by the way, another thing, even if you don't know these people really well, as long as they would recognize who you are, this method would work.
Okay.
Okay, so it says, Rick, I've met him once. That's fine. It says, would they remember your name? It says, yeah, I just met him last week. I'm pretty certain they would. That would be good.
Yeah.
All right, so Curtis Matheny,
Mm-hmm.
do you know him? And do you know anything about him and his company?
No.
No. Okay. What about Marv Lyons?
Marvel and sustainable future. Hmm. I think I did meet him actually. I think I did get his contact through a networking event.
Okay, and I see that he's in a nonprofit organization, so we can actually send him a message to
Mm-hmm.
him. So because nonprofits are okay. So here's the next step. I click on message. All right, and I am going to open up a new tab to make it easy to go back to.
Mhm.
And then what I do is I start typing my name so that the message now is going to go to the two of us.
Mhm.
And then it's a very simple Marv meet Rick. And then you personalize it. Then I already have this into the system. And then what I do is I send that message, like copy pasting, and then Becky. Okay?
Mhm. Great.
These are great referrals for me. So, and then we just send them a message.
Okay.
All right, so that's one referral. All right, we go down, and it takes a little bit to load on your screen, but we'll go down. I know Mara. What about Stephen Dillon?
Even Joanna from April Imaging. It's not ringing a bell for me.
Okay, Hall.
Yes, I know her.
Okay, and do you know anything about her business?
She has a couple of different businesses. She's actually a video producer, and she does kind of like lower end type, but real quick. Like she'll come into your business, record something, be out for like $350.
Okay, and is it just her, or does she also have a company?
She has she had 2 employees last time I talked to her.
Okay, well that might be a good fit. We don't know. We'll this is again, it's not a. We'll send her a message. It's going to be the same process.
She also has some sort of or she has a television show that's fairly widely, but it's like a YouTube television series, and it's fairly well known.
Cool. Well, at the very least, it will be a good connection. But I mean, for this, I don't, I don't mind, because I'll show you what the process is once I send them the invitation. Okay, so now we send that. Let's go back to I know William, Beverly Wood Fisher.
I met her through LinkedIn, and I have had a conversation with her through LinkedIn, not in person, but we kind of went back and forth on some emails. So
that's good. Do you know anything about her business, Precious Life? Do you know if she has a business? Is it just herself?
I think it's just herself.
Okay. If it's just herself, it wouldn't be a good fit. Let's go on. Lee, I've met. Okay. Lisa Lorraine Bowen, senior technician. Sounds like she's probably a solo.
Yeah, I don't know her.
Okay. Pamela Ann Noxon.
No, I contacted her to see if she wanted to join BNI, possibly as like an event type, coordinator or something like that, but didn't really get much from.
All right, I've been introduced to Nancy. What about Sasha Boutrous?
No.
All right, Laura Mustari.
Yes, I do know her. She has been CEO of many nonprofits. She used to be with YMCA. Now she's with Home Start. I would definitely recommend her.
Perfect. All right. So, by the way, notice this is number 3. And these are people that you probably wouldn't have thought about if I asked you for introductions to CEOs. That's the beauty of this system.
Yeah.
Okay, let's skip that. For right now, for the sake of time and everything, I'm going to stop right now. But look how many, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 referrals you're able to give me in about 15 minutes. Okay. So now,
pretty cool.
Let me explain to you show you what the process is. I'm going to sign in into my own account.
Okay.
And I'm going to have all of those messages that came to you from you. So now what I do is I look for, okay, Marv Lyons. So I'm going to look for him. This is him. Okay, great. And I'm going to send him an invitation to connect. Okay. And I'm going to say this. Marv, Becky, Sanga. Becky Sanga recently sent an email introducing us. Let's start by connecting and then schedule a short conversation.
Cool.
And then if he responds to me, I'll take it to the next step. If he doesn't, that's the end of it. And I do this with all of the other ones, and it's a piece of cake.
Great.
So here we are. We're under 20 minutes. I received 6 referrals, and you don't have to do anything else to follow up on my behalf or anything. It's all done.
Cool.
Any questions?
No.
It's pretty powerful, isn't it?
Yeah. Very good. I like it.